Well, take a minute to see who all gets in here. We're going to start a little discussion here, kind of throw it all out there, and I'm feeling in the mood to start calling people out. So anybody wants to jump in here, get in on this panel, go ahead and click the link there, and we'll get this started. Give it a couple minutes for people to join in. I see one person's watching. Don't be afraid to join in. Go tell your friends. I'm sure there's some of the people that subscribe that would love to come in and talk. I mean, most of them are too afraid to. Well, let's just get this started and I'll just sit here and talk to myself. Basically, I'm to the point where all these First Amendment auditors and cop blockers, cop watchers, activists, so on and so forth, it's all played out. Like, it's getting boring. Basically, there's really no end to it. You can have their channels taken down. They just put up another one. You know, what is socially acceptable now is because of your rights. It says that you can basically be a menace to society and walk a very fine line, and it has to be okay. It's exhausting. Hell, here lately, because of COVID, I mean, it's just garbage that's coming out anyways. I mean, the true colors of these guys are just showing through. Patrick, he's played out. And then you got Josh Abrams. He's just, I mean, you can't even listen to that kid talk for very long before you have the urge to just punch him in the face. And then you have all the trolls in the Discord servers that hide behind their little server with all their little groupies, and you know, they collect information and share stupid videos and memes and dumbass comments. And I mean, yeah, I get it. You put together a bunch of information and you get it out to people, but you're really not doing anything. I mean, I realize that it's just a back and forth harassment on words. It's ignorant. You really want results, you got to get out there on your feet and get in these people's faces. You got to let people know that, hey, I'm here and you're not going to do this. But too many people are too afraid to do that. I applaud the man that went to the place in Texas and was putting out flyers about News Now Houston. I mean, that was a bold move. Granted, he may have went a little too far, but good on him for getting out there and putting it in people's faces. That's what you got to do. But when you do that, you either got to be willing to walk that fine line or be ready for whatever repercussion comes when you step over that line. I'm in complete agreement that all these auditors, activists, they're out of control. None of them have that they can cite all the court cases on the planet and memorize the Constitution. But the reality is that you need to be a civilized person. If I'm in public and somebody is wanting to film and you're filming stuff of my personal stuff, well, I can guarantee you we'll have words. I don't know how far it'll go, but you're going to definitely know that I don't want to be on your camera. And I'm not too concerned about your rights. Your rights are to protect you from the government, not people. The law enforcement, is there to protect you from people. And the Discord trolls, all those people do, they just get in and just talk shit, just nonstop. But believe this, you put Discord trolls on blast, they start freaking out. They start losing their minds. I had a past couple videos where I made a bullshit video that had to do with, I don't know, some stupid geek typer website where I acted like I was running lines of code to backtrace IPs and yada, yada, yada. And it was all bullshit. But guess what it did? It flushed out a bunch of dumbasses that just couldn't help themselves but to come in and start commenting. It was ridiculous. But they showed their true colors. You know, you turn it around on them. You don't. You got to turn around, and if you want to make these people be an educated commenter, don't go out and just troll it to be ignorant. I mean, because you're at the same level they are when you do that. The Discord trolls, they make multiple accounts and multiple screen names. I'm telling you right now, I have one screen name and I'm blocked from half the auditor community because I put truth out on their stream, on their comments section. And when they're live, I put truth out in their comments and they don't want people knowing it. So guess what? I get blocked. But I'm not going to go make a bunch of false screen names just to continue doing what I'm doing. I said in my piece, I get in there, I get out. They block me, whatever. That's why I do this, because I can still put it out here and I can still put the truth out. I can still put facts. I can still use process of elimination to come to a conclusion. But the whole trolling thing is just is played out too. This whole thing as a collective is just is retarded. I don't get it. Like right now, there's 2 people viewing. Nobody's making a comment. Don't be afraid. Say something. I'm not a monetized channel. I don't care about how many subscribers I have. I don't care how many views I get. Say something. Click the link. It's out there. Oh, Miss Joe. Nice to see you. Why don't you come in and talk? I'm not hiding behind a keyboard. Unfortunately, for the rest of my life, when I'm not doing this, I have other shit that's better to do. I'm not going to make this private. I'm going to leave it out there so that all your little cronies can see everything too. Miss Joe, are you the one that was all wrapped up with what's her screen name? That was all somebody was all bent out of shape about you or something, or was that somebody else? I don't remember who it was, but I know you're in the Discord. I know you have no problem talking in Discord. Oh, and it's in the middle of the night for you guys, but it's not for me. Well, all I'm saying is that in the Discord servers, that the ones that are all out there now, I'll give this. I'll put this out there. Masshole reports. Masshole reports. I really enjoy what they're doing because they're putting the effort in to they're putting that effort out there to be in to put it in people's faces. They've went that extra mile to sit down right in front of of auditors. They're doing good things. They do things that I wish that I had the time to be able to do, but my job is a lot more valuable and it's time consuming. No, I've never been to CRUD. The only server I've ever been in was Masshole Reports. That was just recently. And I think I just joined Merb's Discord not too long ago. But they want a phone number to be able to comment, and unfortunately I have a phone number that is not recognized to them, so that or they're just blocking me out of it. And you know what, with Miss Joe, what you're saying there with Masshole passing telling lies and passes it off as truth, they might be, but the fact that they put the effort in to put whatever it is they're doing into people's faces is more of an effort. They're going to that line. You know what I mean? It's not just sitting on people's comments section and just spouting off a bunch of BS. It's the effort that they put into it is what appeals me. Or is appealing to me. Well, I get you there. I get you there, Miss Joe. Liars are liars. But it's the effort that is appealing. It's the facts that they bring to the table. They do bring facts. I mean, I've seen it. Somebody out there, go ahead and come on in. Let's talk. Let's get off the keyboard. There's nothing to expose about me. I'm definitely nobody as special as everybody else is. What is crud? Well, they can make up whatever lies they want to. Anyways, so as for the auditors and activists, let's get back onto the subject. News now, Patrick. Civil Rights United Discord, Colorado Donkey Watch. Does Colorado Donkey Watch have a YouTube channel? This sounds familiar. Well, it's not really about people wanting to sit. They weren't fucking saying anything, so who cares? Just sitting there lurking in the background. I don't know if I've ever watched any of his stuff. Of course, I've watched Patrick. Let's talk about Patrick. Patrick is there's no place in this world for Patrick. He between him and Selena, they live off of they get government funds. They waste more tax money than what's worth putting money into. I mean, all the taxpayers just paid for their child. Like it's and he wants to go get in people's faces. The time needs to come for something to happen to Patrick. You know, I think every child deserves to have a good father, and I feel sorry for their kid. Selena needs to do something with herself, get herself in some decent type of health, so she can so that she can have a respectable life with their child. Patrick, I mean, the people that follow and donate to Patrick obviously are not of any kind of middle to high society type people. Patrick is a a public annoyance. Somewhere along the line, he got some kind of sense of entitlement, or it's just about the type of money that comes in from what he does. I don't get it. How Patrick has made it this long without getting punched in the face is beyond me. All these auditors, Josh Abrams, like well, I know why. It's because it's the number one thing that they despise is law enforcement. They'll sit there and harass them, but the second somebody hauls off and decks one of them in the face, they'll be crying little babies. But if the violence that they impose, that they wish upon those that protect them, would turn around and mass violence just started happening to all these guys, it would be a frenzy. Y'all that are just sitting out there watching, come and join in. Well, for Patrick, for all these auditors, eventually one day the day will come where they slip up. Look at Eric Brandt. Eric Brandt, he messed up big time. And then the dumbass down in Florida, hate the state. I can't remember what that. Hate the state. What was the hate the state dude's name? Whatever his name was, that dude, he terrorized the city. And Ian McGuire, that's it. Thanks. Yeah, he terrorized the city. And thank God they sat on him long enough before they let everything loose. They made sure that they had everything in line to make sure that they were going to be put away. He's going to be gone for a long time. And thank God, because if you see everything that dude had in his house, I can't even imagine what was coming out of that guy. Kay Adams, I think she discussed it already, that they're liars and so forth. But I'm not denying that. There's stuff that I see from them that I look into, and some of the things are true, some of the things are false, some of the things are their opinions. Let's go to let's switch to Josh Abrams. Josh Abrams, another scumbag. This dude has no idea what even about the law. I mean, he blasts the fact about the blue line and the thin blue line flags, when technically the thin blue line flag, so on and so forth, all of that is symbolic free speech. Everything that they're supposed to be out protecting and protesting against, that their rights are being taken from them, they're doing that. They do the same, you know. My free speech is blocked through Josh Abrams. I can't comment on anything he had. I'll tell you one person though. Too bad he's gone, but Nomad. Somewhere along the lines, Nomad and myself were able to connect on a different level with all this, and we had conversations offline, and I don't know why. I didn't agree with any of it still, but he made comments to me too that he was that it all none of it was starting to make sense to him. Like he was running around doing a bunch of dumb shit with Patrick that really wasn't getting him anywhere. Now, granted, there might have been other things that Nomad had going on with himself that was causing that. That's not anything to exploit. But Josh Abrams, I mean, he's out there. He can't take it once something gets flipped on him, and we've seen this when he was in New Orleans. A cop gave it right back to him, and instantly he went high and right, and went from trying to maintain some kind of a professional composure in what he was doing to insults and trying to be disrespectful, disgracing to the officer, which didn't work for him either. He got punked, and he got punked hard. I called you out for being on Discord. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you come into the discussion here so we can talk? Stop typing. Say your piece. Okay, Adams, I have a very strong feeling that you know exactly what Discord is, and you probably go through a different screen name there. Yeah, let's do this. Just in case if it's not available. Well, why not? You come into the live stream and talk then. Well, anyways, moving on. Who's another one we can talk about? Those other idiots that are down in Florida. Writes Crispy and Rogue Nation. Rogue Nation you can't listen to for very long because he sounds like he's talking with a mouthful of shit most of the time. Writes Crispy is definitely nobody that I have an interest in. If you're somebody that flunked out of the military because you're a piece of shit, I don't really see where you have any say in anything. You have no authority over anybody. You failed your country. And he was just like some Pogue gun bunny. And then, gosh, who else is out there? Oh, extra good citizen. Yeah, bitch. Extra good citizen's another person that just popped into the scene not too long ago, I think, and seen his video of him walking into a gas station, thinking that he was in charge of the officers that were in there. That's how you know they're good cops, because he didn't get stomped out. To me, that's a win. Then I heard about no name audits. No name. There's a reason why he's no name, because he's nobody. I listened to him on Massel Report the other night, and this kid, he's clueless. He can take the world, though. Come on. Yeah, auditing the USA. You know, it's funny because I seen a video that he kept taunting some officers or somebody. He kept talking about getting in the cage, jumping in the cage. Well, I'll say this, that I would put a very good bet that if I was put in the cage with him, he wouldn't be a very happy person. He's a that stupid looking bowl cut dude. He's somebody that he's just another menace too. He just spouts off and just he has no educated dialect with him. It's all slack jaw. Let's see. Who else? Oh, Furry Potato. Yeah. Um, that is a basket case of mental health problems that, um, well, that's enough said about that. Who else is out there? Johnny 5-0. Oh, Johnny 5-0. I Johnny 5-0 has a history that I would love to be able to get everything I can and find some more past information about him and just throw it all out there. Johnny 5-0 is another guy I'd really like to meet in person. Kay Adams, what is my platform? I have no idea. I'm on. I don't know. I just wing all this. Whatever I'm feeling at the time is what I put out. Do I have an agenda? Yeah, to expose shit. I'm trying to be somebody that's just not sitting behind a keyboard typing shit. I'd rather talk to people. Maybe my platform is a peaceful society and how it's impossible to have. Help me figure out my platform. So far, the platforms I'm seeing from all the people that are trolling people, the auditors and the auditors platform on what they're doing, there's no end to it, and there's no progression of a positive outcome to it. Some of you four people that are out there watching, come in and talk. I have a feeling some of you that are sitting out there are afraid to be put on blast. I don't know anything personally about any of you. But don't be afraid to come in and talk. That's why I decided to do this. Kay Adams, you're not saying anything. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Who's another one out there? James Freeman. You want to talk about a cry baby, dragging his family all over the United States, which he's got to be doing something good. He's got to be making good money because, I mean, how else would you be able to afford that kind of stuff? I can't start my streams earlier. I'm not in the United States. I'm about 10 hours ahead of most of you. Unfortunately, I don't stay up all night. He thinks he is. He's not. James Freeman is as applicable to every law as anybody else is. Yeah, I'll give you a little hint. I live in an Asian country. You can pick which one. Let's see. 4 people out there, 2 people actually talking. If you're going to sit out there and just watch, at least type something. Is the CRUD server a pro auditor server, or is it the anti auditor server? It's almost 11 my time. So my question is, Miss Joe, what's the point of going in and rattling their cages? I mean, what does it do? I mean, is it just something that frustrates them? Is that the only point? Yeah, once in a while you can get a point across, but most of the time, all it probably turns into is a bunch of bickering back and forth, right? Anyways, who else is there? 11 a.m. Have a good evening, Miss Joe. Tell all your friends. Join in next time. I just love to talk to everybody. So I'm gonna let this go for a couple more minutes. If there's anybody out there that would like to be able to say anything, type something. Get your piece in, because I know that's why you're just sitting there lurking. You just want to make sure I'm not going to say anything about you. Let's close this out with someone special. Who are we gonna talk about? How about Otto the Watchdog? Man, Otto the Watchdog, him getting arrested, that's been a blessing. I haven't really followed up with him too much, but thank God that something has happened with him. And to my knowledge, and like I said, I haven't kept up with it, but hopefully his kids are in good hands and being taken care of and being guided properly. Because the path that those kids were being led down were to an even lower part of life than Otto. Oh, well, those of you that joined in this evening, hopefully next time you'll come in and talk. It's time for me to get some lunch. Those of you that just sat out there lurking, don't be scared. Till next time.